This happened 2 years ago, Halloween 2023. I was 22 at the time. After a grueling day working a community festival, I just wanted to crash. But my 15-year-old sister Savannah called. She and my 11-year-old nephew Jackson wanted to go trick-or-treating because no one else would take them. So, being the cool big brother, I got up and went. Savannah was dressed as Raven from Teen Titans, and Jackson was Sub-Zero. I took them to a busy neighborhood, and for a while, it was great. We even met an old man grilling hot dogs for the kids instead of giving out candy. But as the night thinned out and we walked back to the car, the vibe shifted. Across the street, standing in a dark yard, was a figure in a black hooded cloak. I told the kids, "Keep walking, stay close, and don't stare." But soon, I heard the heavy thud of tactical boots on the concrete behind us. I looked back. The person was following us. This time I saw a tactical vest and a full spandex mask. When we reached the car, I didn't take chances. I pulled out my Glock and aimed. "Who are you? Why are you following us?" The person pulled off the mask. It was a woman in her 30s. In a robotic tone, she claimed she was an undercover cop investigating a break-in and thought I looked suspicious. It was a lie. Why the cloak? Why the lack of a badge? Then she smiled a bone-chilling smile and said, "If you didn't have that gun, this night would have ended a hell of a lot differently for you." Suddenly, 4 more figures in tactical gear emerged from the shadows between the houses. They had blank, soulless expressions. We jumped in the car and peeled away. A few days later, I received a text from an unknown number, a photo of my car parked at my apartment. Someone was watching me, long before that night. When I was 12, my family stayed at a small resort for Halloween. It was surrounded by thick black woods. During the day, it was peaceful, but at night, the forest felt like it was watching you. I met a kid named Ryan, and we went on the haunted hayride. Actors dressed as zombies were jumping out to scare us. But halfway through, I saw someone who didn't belong. A man in a black jacket and a baseball cap was standing deep in the trees, perfectly still, just staring at the wagon. Later that night, Ryan and I wandered onto a dark trail behind the cabins. The sounds of the resort faded. Then we heard it. Heavy, slow footsteps. A voice came from the darkness. "Hey there, boys. You like candy?" The man from the hayride stepped into our flashlight beam. He held up a Reese's cup and said, "I've got plenty more in my cabin. Come on." My stomach dropped. I grabbed Ryan's arm and screamed, "Run!" We sprinted toward the lights of the resort. I could hear his boots pounding the dirt behind us, getting closer. We burst into the crowd, screaming for help. By the time the adults got there with flashlights, the man had vanished into the woods. The police searched the whole property, but no one matching his description was ever found. What scares me now isn't what happened, it's what could have happened if we had walked toward him instead of running. My name is Roger. 3 years ago, I was the new guy in a quiet town. My girlfriend was away, so I spent Halloween alone handing out candy. By 9 p.m., the streetlights were the only things glowing. The neighborhood was dead silent. I locked the doors and settled in to watch a movie. Suddenly, I felt eyes on me. I checked the kitchen window. Nothing. Then a soft, rhythmic knocking started at the front door. It wasn't the energetic knock of a trick-or-treater. It was slow, deliberate. I looked through the peephole. No one was there, but on the porch sat a discarded mask, a pale, weeping face. I didn't sleep that night. Every creak of the house sounded like a footstep. The next morning, I went outside and found 3 X marks chalked onto the side of my house. I realized then that Halloween isn't just for kids in costumes. For some people, the mask is an invitation to do things they'd never do in the light of day. I moved out 3 months later.